Hi, welcome back. This is Andrew Sears, and in this session, I'm going to talk about lead faculty expectations. So if you ever serve as lead faculty, this is going to explain what you would do. So just to explain how this fits into our faculty leadership development process is everyone starts as faculty in training, they become regular adjunct faculty, and then one becomes the lead faculty. And then we also have the course design track. So with that, so the expectations for lead faculty, and we do have a rubric that I can talk you through, but this is the summary of the expectations. So the big picture role for lead faculty is lead faculty own the quality of the student experience without changing the content of the course. So lead faculty will be paid for an additional student if they fulfill the expectations for it. So one of the things you're doing is you're helping to create community among the faculty. So you're going to set up a meeting with other faculty before the course starts to meet with each other, discuss course logistics, live meetings, preferably before the term. Do a quick check-in meetings with other faculty either before or after live sessions. You can say, please show up a half hour early. That's what I would recommend in case you run into Zoom problems. One of the biggest things is you're going to manage live meetings. So you put significant planning into prepping for live meetings. Don't just show up. This is not quite like you're giving a sermon, but spend some time prepping for it, including the Zoom breakout rooms that are used effectively. And you can delegate to another faculty member to be the lead for live meetings, but just be sure whoever you work with for that is tech savvy, because that's one of the biggest needs for that. So weekly announcements. This is the other thing, is sending a weekly lesson overview and course announcement by video is preferred, or on the course. We're going to do that through the announcement. So Populi had something called the bulletin board, but we're not going to use that anymore. And then communicating with staff. So refer faculty to ask most questions of support at cityvision.edu. If there's any problems or major failure of faculty to meet expectations, report that. So you're helping with some of the monitoring of faculty. So if a faculty member, we always need to know if someone doesn't attend a live meeting or if someone's significantly late in their grading. And then, we'll email you and just confirm that you met expectations and, responding to the faculty feedback email. So this is just some of the differences that we covered before. So you're going to set up meetings with other faculty. You're going to post the weekly announcements. Regular faculty, they only attend, and they, on the announcements, only if asked. The grading is going to be the same. Leading Zoom is something that you're going to be doing, and others would do only if asked. Leading breakout rooms, everyone does. Reporting to the administration, and you're not the primary support to faculty. Part of the reason for that is there's just a lot of technical issues with accreditation that can create legal problems if we report things incorrectly to people. So we have staff serve as primary support. So in the announcement, one of the biggest things you're doing is you're trying to create faculty presence. You want students to know that you're there, that you're warm, that you're responsive to what they're providing. So the announcements should happen weekly. I shouldn't say ideal, that's now required. Provide both personal and professional insight into the week's content. So you skim the content and provide some professional insight. It usually is going to be, if you're going to record a video, anywhere from 2 to 5 minutes. So provide guidance on, the best way to approach the assignments. Don't add detail to the assignment because you may tell them something incorrect. And provide helpful links and be 100% accurate. So as I said, don't restate the assignment instructions. So how you'll do that is you'll click on the new announcement button on the right-hand side of the course. I'll show you in just a minute. And lead faculty should do weekly video announcements if at all possible. If you can't, you can do text announcements, but do at least 2 video announcements. So the recommended outline for, have a personal greeting. You want it to be warm, give a weekly overview of what they're covering, tips for their assignments, personal, professional perspective. If you're a practitioner on this topic, you should talk about why this is important. So, in terms of learning, you have the head, the heart, and the hands. this really is about the heart. You're trying to communicate the heart. So why is this important? And offer additional support and communication and encouragement, and then a salutation. So this might be a way you would do a written one. But there's steps on how to post in Canvas. I'm going to show you real quick on the slide. So you'll click on the announcements. Then you'll see an announcement plus, and then you'd write the announcement. Then you want to say to post to all sections. And then, one of the tricks you can do, if you're in a course that you've taught many times and you already know the issues the students would run into, you can actually delay posting. So you could set up, say, the first 3 weeks, what your posts are going to be, or even the first 8 weeks, all 8 weeks. But I would encourage you not to do that if you're teaching a course for the first or second time, because you're going to need to respond to what's happening in the course to provide clarifications, and you may not know that until later. So you might have some of this written down somewhere to have it ready. So an example, so Marcy did this, and we used to do this on YouTube. You can kind of see some examples if you go to the slides here. But let me go ahead and try to give you an overview of what this actually looks like in Zoom. So I mentioned that we have the lead faculty expectations, so you can read these in the annual faculty evaluation. But for how to do this, you'd click on the announcements here, and you'd click on plus for the announcements, as I mentioned. And don't do this in this demo course because it would email everyone in the course. You can write the title of, and this will be, the subjects. This will send out an email to everyone in the course, and then you can write, your announcement. So that would be the text. And sometimes you'll want to do text in addition to a video. But so how you record the video is you go to this thing that looks like a play and a music button, and you say upload and record media. Now, then you click on the record tab. Some of you will need to click a button that enables access on your computer to record your mic and your webcam, and then you'd press start recording. Then once you press stop, it'll automatically put that into the course. So hopefully you find this helpful. And, again, what we're trying to do with our students is we're trying to make this as relational as possible, because often being online doesn't feel as relational. And that's one of the main goals that you have for as lead faculty is how are you making this feel, more relational through your announcements, through your live Zoom meetings, through your connection with other faculty. So thanks a lot for being willing to serve this role, and we really appreciate it.